Oh, all right, thank you. Please be seated. Okay. Can the interpreter hear me?
Yes, Your Honor, I can hear you.
Okay, thanks. And I think we need to do consecutive for the preamble because we've got more than one Spanish speaker, right?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay. And so I like to just read the victim's rights advisement all the way through. Do you have the Spanish translation in front of you to read?
And my apologies. It was sent to me at some point, but I don't have it at this moment.
Yeah, we're going to send it to you because it is so incredibly slow. Otherwise, just please save it. Save it for whenever you have to cover for us.
Yes, I will
I
do
don't know
that.
what happens in other courts, but maybe they have a recording. I don't know. Do they read it sentence by sentence in other courts? I'm asking the interpreter.
Usually it's done simultaneous or a recording.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
it now.
Okay, great. Yeah, please save that because we'll always want it in IA court.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Okay, this is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for May 29th, 2026.
Para mayo 29 de 2026, esta es la lista de causas para vista inicial.
The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made on the 2 a.m. calendar on the first of the month will also apply to these hearings.
Todos los que han tomado las huellas dactilares a las 2 de la mañana, el día anterior, aplicaría también para ustedes.
And before I call the first person, I will read the victim's rights advisement in the event there are any victims observing the proceedings, either here at the jail or remotely.
Dado caso de que esté presente en la cárcel o de manera remota, una víctima se va a leer los derechos de víctima antes de procesar a los procesados.
If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at all court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes any decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Si es una víctima de algún delito que se haya cometido o esté pendiente ante el tribunal, se le dejará saber sobre sus derechos bajo la ley de Arizona, que entre muchos incluye el derecho a que se le trate de manera justa, de manera respetuosa y con dignidad, de un juicio oral agilizado, y para estar presente a todas las diligencias, al elegir estar presente o no, ser entrevistado por la parte demandada o acusada, o los abogados de la parte acusada, o tener que pueda expresarse ante el tribunal antes de tomar decisiones sobre su libertad o negociación de un convenio o la programación de la sentencia al recibir indemnización de la persona que se le haya condenado por causa de su pérdida. Si usted no se le ha proveído una declaración escrita de los derechos a víctima, por favor comuníquese con los servicios de la División de Derechos a Víctimas de la Fiscalía.
All right, Mr. Serna, Enrique Serna, will you please come to the podium? Do you have the headphones for him?
Señor Estrada, si puede pasar al podio.
Okay, and he's getting the headphones on. Okay, right.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Sir, do you need an interpreter?
I understand a little bit of English. I just
Okay. It's fine. And right, you can have an interpreter just for asking, even if you also understand English. It's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
I'd rather just communicate.
Are you sure? Because I will say legal things. I recommend you go ahead with the interpreter.
That's because it's complicated to hear you and hear him.
Plug your other ear so you don't hear me.
Okay.
Okay, so just plug the ear that's not, when I'm talking. like with your finger. Okay, and then just do this. Okay, all right. Can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Enrique Difonse Serna, junio de 2004, junio 17 del 2004. Enrique Difonse Serna.
Enrique Bifonse Serna, June
Yes.
17th of 2004.
Yes.
All right, thank you. And sir, we're having people sign on a pad, and so it will go faster if you sign for your orders right now. Is there a pen there? Yes. Okay, if you'll please sign all the way across the pad, just sign your full name, then I'll keep going with your hearing. That'll acknowledge you get your paperwork at the end.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Ok, entonces me está diciendo que firme aquí en el tableta que tengo aquí enfrente, ¿correcto?
So you're telling me to sign here at the tablet in front of me, correct?
Yes, thank you. All right, sir. You've been arrested for 2 allegations of possession of narcotic drugs for sale. Those are class 2 felonies. Possession or use of a weapon during the commission of a drug trafficking offense. That's a class 4 felony. And failure to admit the carrying of a deadly weapon in a vehicle or concealed on your person when asked by a police officer. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. Based on what the police presented, there is probable cause for these offenses.
Yes.
And I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. I am scheduling your first 2 court dates. The first will be a status conference on Thursday, June 4th at 8:30 in the morning. That is next Thursday in the downtown Superior Court.
Okay.
The address will be on your paperwork. Your preliminary hearing is scheduled for Monday, June 8th at 8:30 in the morning in the same court. Based on what the police presented, bond
Okay.
is set in your case at $25,000. It is cash only. You have to deposit that money in order to be released while you wait for your trial. If you appear at all court hearings,
Ahorita.
Will that be now?
it is at any time, but you can't leave the jail until you do. So that could be today, that could be a week from now, or a month from now. But you stay in the jail until the bond is deposited to guarantee that you will come to court and comply with release conditions. You do get the money back at the end of the case if you appear and comply. Even if you are convicted, you can get the money back so long as you always come to court and you always comply with release conditions.
Oiga,
You may not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. You are under
sí.
you are, sorry.
I'd rather speak with you because it's complicated for me to understand all this.
Okay. There's go ahead and put those on because I need you to hear when I translate. Go ahead and play. Is it that you want to tell me something?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I don't really want you to waive the use of the interpreter because you told me that you understand a lot of English, not necessarily everything. Let me just make clear. Do you understand you have the right to use an interpreter?
It's just some words that it's complicated for me that I don't understand correctly. But I understand English.
Okay. Why don't you try speaking to me in English, and I'll ask the interpreter to pause the interpretation right now.
Yeah, that's perfect.
What did you want to say?
So when the talk was
okay, Mr. Sarna, are you gonna put your headphones on?
Yes.
I want you to hear this. I want you to be clear. I'm going to give you a warning. I want you to hear it in Spanish.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent about what you've been accused of.
Yes.
Admitting even that you were in the car could be incriminating. In ways that you don't understand because you're young and you've never been to trial in a felony case. I'm just warning you, Mr. Cerna, you face a potential prison sentence in this case.
Yes,
If you're about to possibly incriminate yourself while trying to get me to give you a lower bond, that is not good math.
no.
If you say something that could send you to prison, and I am very unlikely to give you a better bond. It was a lot of drugs, it was a lot of cash, and it was a gun that they allege you had. You are not convicted. But on these facts, this is the type of bond we set. We don't lower bond because somebody seems like a nice guy. So if you're about to start admitting things or making excuses or saying anything like that, it could be used against you at trial. I gave you a lawyer. Your lawyer can tell your side of the story, and it does not get used against you. Your statements can be used against you. And so I will let you say what you're going to say, but I've warned you, it could be an unbelievably bad idea, and there is no defense attorney in the country that would tell you it's a good idea. So,
Okay.
do you understand the warning I just gave you, Mr.
Yes,
Serna?
I understand.
Okay, now what did you want to say about release conditions?
No, I remain to say, I remain to.
You just stay silent?
Yes.
Okay, and that can't be used against you. I'm not holding that against you.
I
All right.
I just had a question.
Okay, and if you have a question about the validity of the stop and all of that?
No.
Okay, all right.
I have a question about the passenger.
Oh, well, I probably can't answer it. Are you saying, did they get arrested? Okay.
They let him go at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, please talk to your lawyer about that.
Okay.
Obviously, you need some help with your case. I gave you a lawyer. Your lawyer is going to help you with your case. If you bond out, don't violate release conditions, don't leave the state, and don't commit any new crimes. You could wind up held without bond if you commit a new felony while this case is pending. So you're innocent until proven guilty, but you do have to post a bond.
Yes.
All righty. Well, thank you. And if you'll please step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork and you can hand them the headphones.
Okay.
Thank you.
Entonces, ahorita qué procede, ocupo pagar los $25,000 en un transcurso el día que sea para yo salir libre o sí, correcto.
So what happens now? I have to pay the $25,000 bond to be able to be set free, or
Right.
correct?
Talk to the officers after court about how to call a bail bond company. They have lists of them, and they all collect calls. So you can call them from the jail and talk to the bail bond companies, or they'll give you instructions to give to your family or friends if they're going to do it.
Thank you. As I heard, they authorized me a lawyer. Is they able to get my own lawyer?
Yes.
Okay.
And if a person is able to hire their own lawyer, then the public defender will happily get out of the case.
Okay.
So you always have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense.
Okay. I appreciate that very
Okay.
much.
All right. Thank you. If you step to your left.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Manzanares? After Mr. Manzanares, Mr. Rendon to the chair right here. Sir, do you need the interpreter? Okay, here we go. Okay. I didn't realize the headphones are right there. All right, sir.
Sí, escucho.
Will you give me your full name and date of birth, please?
Sí, Guillermo Manzanares es 01-11-1978.
I didn't hear you. You were muted for the interpreter. I saw your lips moving.
My apologies, I had it backwards. Guillermo Manzanares, 01-11 of 1978.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Manzanares, I'm going to ask you, will you please sign on the pad that's to acknowledge that your paperwork at the end of the hearing? Okay, thank you. You have been arrested on 6 allegations. For purposes of today's hearing only, I find probable cause on 3 of them, but not on the other 3. All right, so the ones that I did find probable cause for are possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, possession of a prohibited weapon, and theft by control of a stolen weapon. The first two are Class 4 felonies. The theft charge is a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those. For today's purposes only, there is not probable cause for possession of dangerous drugs or narcotic drugs, nor possession of a weapon during the commission of a drug crime, because the police did not provide enough information to support the allegations that what you had was illegal drugs. Those drug-related charges are not dismissed. They are still pending against you. I am just not setting release conditions for them or based on them. You can talk to your lawyer more about how that works. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You will have a status conference June 4th, which is this Thursday at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing June 8th at 8:30 in the same court. The address is on your paperwork. You have a $25,000 secured appearance bond, which means you can use a bail bond company. Be sure to comply with your release conditions. You will get them in writing. They include no weapons. If you'll please step to your left, you can hand the officer your headphones and they will give you a copy of your paperwork. Thank you. All right, and then Mr. Rendon. And then Officer, we get Julissa Lopez up there because she was right at 24 hours on her page too. Hi, sir, can I have your full name and date of birth?
Alfredo Alejandro Rendón García, fue el 26 de febrero del 89.
Alfredo Alejandro Rendon Garcia. And I'm going to ask him the date that he gave one more time, Your Honor.
Okay.
Soy del 26 de febrero del 89.
February 26th of 89.
¿Sí?
Oh, thank you. Right.
Soy del 26 de febrero del 89.
February 26th of 89 is my date of birth.
Can we double check that it is February and not March?
Sí, estoy seguro que es febrero y no marzo.
Yes, I'm sure that it's February and not March.
Okay, thank you. All right, sir, if I could please have you sign on the pad that will acknowledge that we're going to give you that paperwork at the end. All right, thank you. You have been arrested for possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. That's a Class 4 felony. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, June 12th at 8:30 in the morning. That is 2 weeks from today, June 12th. Your preliminary hearing will be June 16th at 8:30 in the morning. Those will be in the downtown Superior Court. I do need to make a quick change just so staff knows. I am releasing you in this case because the police did not provide enough information to satisfy the proof requirement that you are not allowed to have firearms. They have to allege some specific things, or we have to see specific information in the paperwork. So at this moment in time, they have not done that. It does not mean the case is dismissed. It means you are legally entitled to be released. So I'm releasing you pending your next court dates, but the charge is still pending against you. The prosecutor can still proceed with your case. So please talk to your lawyer about how this works. I did give you a lawyer, but you have no orders other than to go to court. The court dates are on your paperwork. Do you understand?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and it sounds like you do have to sign again because I found an error in the paperwork. Okay. I don't know what we do about the multiple. Multiples be like, can you? Okay, we should be good. Thank you very much. If you'll
Sure.
step to your left, we'll send out that paperwork. All right, Ms. Lopez?
And Your Honor, was-
Can you make a general call? I forgot about you. Yeah, thank you. Can you make a general call? Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más en la sala que necesita interpretación?
Tell him, please raise your hand so the officer can see you.
Alce su mano si necesita al intérprete en español para que lo puedan ver.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, we can't see everybody in the room. Oh, we do have one. Oh. Yeah, because I can only see about 60% of the room. So, oh, they say no, they changed their mind. Okay, never mind. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Okay, bye-bye. All right, Ms. Lopez, if you'll come in. All right, ma'am, may I please have your full name and your date of birth?
My full legal name is Jalissa Lisette Calvert.
Oh, okay. Lopez, is that a second last name or just no? It's not
I
correct?
haven't had that last name in 15 years.
Oh, okay.
So in the incident, when the situation happened, it should be under Calvert.
Gotcha. Well, so I've changed it in our system, just so you know, when you get downtown, please be sure your lawyer gets that court straightened out because we work on an older system and our data does not transmit downtown. So I can do the change here, but it's still going to show up wrong downtown. So I always tell people, be sure to tell your lawyer. All righty. And were you born, what's your birthday?
7390.
Perfect. Okay, can you please sign on the pad to acknowledge your receipt of paperwork at the end? Okay. All right, you were brought in on a new grand jury warrant. You've been indicted in a new case. The charges are fraudulent schemes, a class 2 felony. The alleged offense dates range from February 12 of 2025 to April 24th of 2025. And there's a second charge, same date range, theft in an amount over $25,000. That's a class 2 felony. Looks like they just indicted you 2 days ago on this case, and it comes out of Chandler. That's all I can see. But after this hearing, the indictment comes unsealed. You'll get a copy of it through your lawyer, and you'll get police reports. I think you have another open case. You're going to end up with the same lawyer for all of your open cases. So this should go to your existing lawyer. All right, your arraignment hearing on this new indictment will be June 5th, which is 1 week from today. 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. I'm just going to affirm the bond that the judge set who issued the warrant, and that's $1,800 secured. I did put a note in there. I saw something else, but you got added to my calendar so late I didn't have time to check it, that I think you may have a DOC hold as well.
I do.
Okay, yeah. So I'd say don't bother posting the 1,800. The best thing that'll happen is you go back to DOC and then you get writted out again and you start popcorning back and forth between the two systems. And it just drags things out. So
May I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Because I am currently serving and been at DOC for a while, are they able to run anything concurrent, or is this something that
Talk to your lawyer. That's definitely legally possible. As to whether it's like making deals with the prosecutor, getting the court to agree. Like there's things that have to go on, but definitely talk to your lawyer. Your lawyer will be aimed at trying to get you that type of offer. So talk to your lawyer about that, okay? All right, no contact with any victims in this case, et cetera, et cetera. All right, if you'll step to your left, we're going to send out that paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, does she have to sign again? Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
Slowly.
Oh, more slowly? Okay, I got it. Watch that. This is day 3 of testing that pad.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And sorry, I have one more question.
Yeah.
My apologies. With my first case, I did have a paid lawyer. In this case, I went with the public defender.
Okay.
Is there a way that I can get a new one? Because my current public defender just hasn't been very communicative.
It's called a motion for new counsel, and so you can let the court know directly. But every defense lawyer knows if you say to that lawyer, "I want to put in like at your next hearing," like you can say, "I wanted to put in a motion for new counsel." They have to help you do it. Meaning, like they can't just go, "No, I won't do that." They literally do that, and you could potentially put in a pro per one, et cetera. So and then the trial court takes it up. There is a legal standard. There's a little inquiry they do, so it's a thing. You just have to do that through your trial judge.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Yeah,
your
no
time.
problem. If you step to your left, we'll hand you that paperwork hopefully in a second. All right, Mr. Jackson, DeFrederick Jackson, and then Cameron Dale, will you go to the chair? Did I change something on hers or did it? Oh, no, that's right. She just signed too fast. Okay. All right, sir, can I have your full name and date of birth?
DeFrederick Jackson, DeFrederick Leo Jackson, March 29, 2005.
All right, thank you. Mr. Jackson, can I have you please sign on the pad to acknowledge your receipt of paperwork at the end? Okay, thank you. You've been arrested on two things. One is burglary as a class 4 felony. And the other one, they booked you on, I think they clearly meant to do it as an attempt. But at this point in time, I'm not finding probable cause for it. They didn't provide quite enough detail. It sounds like they've got more going on in their investigation, but we can only consider what's in this paperwork. So this paperwork made probable cause for one count of burglary, a class 4 felony that was committed on April 24th of 2026. So the other one I don't find probable cause for, and I'm not setting release conditions based on it. Talk to your lawyer about how that works. I am appointing a lawyer for you. The county attorney can still go forward on it. And reading between the lines of the paperwork, there's a fair possibility they may charge you with other things. I just have this one. So your status conference in this burglary case will be the 4th, June 4th, which is this coming Thursday at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. The preliminary hearing, June 8th at 8:30 in the same court. Based on what's been alleged and your apparent strong ties to another state, the court sets bail in the amount of $10,000 cash only. That would have been higher if you had any felony priors, but you are absolutely not permitted to leave the state. That there's no question about it. You cannot leave the state. Arizona likes to extradite. So does Texas, actually. So you stick around, you go to court. If you want any permission to travel or stay in another state while the case is pending, you have to get it from your trial judge. This court is not giving it to you. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim in this case, nor with any of your co-defendants, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. That's if you post a bond. If you'll step to your left, they're going to give you a copy of that paperwork. Thank you.
So what's my bond again?
$10,000 cash.
And I pay 10%?
No, cash means dollar for dollar.
So I got to pay the whole 10?
Correct. All right, if you step to your left, you get your paperwork. All right, Mr. Dale, Cameron Dale, and then Jack Medell, will you go to the chair? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yes, Cameron Joseph Dale, date of birth September 6, 1999.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Dale, can I ask you to please sign on the pad to acknowledge your receipt of paperwork at the end? Okay, thank you. You've been arrested for second-degree burglary. It's a class 3 felony, 2 counts of criminal trespassing as class 6 felonies, 1 count of theft as a class 6 felony. Based on what the police presented, there's probable cause for all of those crimes, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date will be this coming Thursday, June 4th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing June 8th at 8:30. All of that is on your paperwork. Based on your criminal history and what appears to be a very strong weight of evidence against you in this case, your ties to another state, and your status as a current parolee in California, bond is set in the amount of $25,000 that is secured. That means you can use a bail bondsman. Do not go to the scene of the alleged crimes. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victims, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Do not leave the state. I don't know if you're in violation of your parole or not. I'm not assuming that you are. If you are in violation of parole, you could end up rolled up on a parole warrant. I didn't see any sign of that. So if you were to go to California and say, but my PO told me to go to California, well, you just violated our court order. So you may be between a rock and a hard place, but unequivocally, you are not to leave the state of Arizona. I don't care if your parole officer orders you to. You need the permission of the trial judge. Under any circumstances, you have to call your parole officer within 24 hours of any release. So if you don't bond out, you don't have to call your parole officer. If you do bond out, we order you to call them within 24 hours. Everything else is going to be on your paperwork. If you please step to your left, they're going to print that out and send you out a copy. Thank you. Mr. Medell, Jack Medell. Then Angelique Garcia, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Jack Mandel, and then November 2nd, 2003.
3?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Can I ask you to please sign on the pad to acknowledge receipt of your paperwork at the end? Okay, thank you. You are here on a new case. You got arrested for third-degree burglary. It's a class 4 felony. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a warrant. This is a 2022 case. You have already had a lawyer appointed, and you still have a lawyer in the case. May not be the same person after this many years, but that office is assigned to represent you. So you're going to have a status conference in front of your trial judge June 8th, which is a week from Monday, June 8th at 8:30 in the morning. And your bond is $2,500. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your conditions. No going to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim. Don't miss your court dates. I raised your bond sum for it being 4 years, and you absconded mid-case. You fully absconded mid-case. I thought about going $5,000 or $10,000, but you appear to be local. You don't appear to have a lot of criminal history. In this case, you went into pretrial diversion at some point. So your risk to the community does not appear to be massive. Your flight risk or your desire to try to ignore this and see if it goes away seems to be a little high. So you'll have to post $2,500 secured, comply with release conditions if you do. Just know, Mr. Medell, if you miss court, looks like the $1,000 bond that you fled on the last time, they gave it back to whoever posted it. Very, very unlikely that will happen a second time. So the court will keep your bond money and they'll put out a warrant for you. Do this again, you're definitely looking at $5,000 or $10,000, if not more, and probably a cash only bond. This appears to remain a probation eligible offense.
Okay.
All right, you FTA'd for 4 years mid-case. If you do it again, it's not going to end well. If you step to your left, we'll send out your paperwork. Thank you.
I have a question though. What is the court date again? June 8th?
It's on your paperwork, and it is June 8th at 8:30. The exact courtroom, all of that's going to be on your paperwork. Thank you. Ms. Garcia, Angelique Garcia, and then Hendrik Nez, we go to the chair. Hi, ma'am, can I have your full name and date of birth?
Angelique Irene Garcia, 62696.
All right, thank you. You're here on 2 things. One is a new case. One is a warrant from the El Centro Justice Board. In the new case, you were arrested for narcotic drugs possession class 4 felony, theft as a class 6 felony, and obstruction of justice by the refusal to provide a true name that is a class 2 misdemeanor. Based on what the police presented, there's probable cause for the theft, which is the stolen weapon, and the obstruction charge. Not at this moment in time for their narcotic drug possession, because they didn't provide enough information to support the allegation that the powder you had was fentanyl. So I'm not finding probable cause for the narcotic drugs, just the theft and the obstruction. The narcotics aren't dismissed, though. The state can still go forward on those. I'm just ignoring them for purposes of release condition. You can talk to your lawyer more about how that works. I am appointing a lawyer for you in this case. I'm giving you 2 court dates. One is a status conference this Thursday, June 4th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing June 8th at 8:30 in the same court, and that will be on your paperwork. Number 5 on the calendar is a 2015 El Centro Justice Court case. Back then, I believe it was called Downtown Justice Court. Now it's called El Centro. It is a driving on suspended license case, a class 1 misdemeanor. You have not been convicted on it. This warrant went out for your arrest after you failed to appear November 16th of 2015. Your next court date in that case right now is also set for June 4th at 8:30. I'll tell you what to do in a moment if you bond out. You have a $500 secured appearance bond in each case. That's $1,000 total. If you bond out, you must call the El Centro Justice Court and request a new court date. If you don't bond out, the sheriff's office will notify that court you're not available on the 4th, and that court will kick you to almost certainly the next day, the 5th, and you'll have video court from the jail on the justice court. And I note, the reason you're getting a bond is on October 22nd of 2015, you had this hearing at the 4th Avenue Jail, and you were released on your own recognizance. This is not a failure to appear from a citation. This is a failure to appear after an OR from jail 11 years ago. That's why you're getting a bond. In fact, that's why you're getting a bond in both cases. Plus, you got warrants from Phoenix and you got a warrant from La Paz. So everything's going to be on your paperwork. I forgot to have you sign. So you're going to need to sign twice for us, once for each case, please. And she'll tell you when she's ready. You ready for the next one? You got both? Okay. Did you sign twice or you? Oh, that'd be nice if we, okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, you can go and have a seat. Yeah, if we can copy it over, it's like one for, interesting. In different tabs?
They're both open at the same time, and it's for her signature in both on.
Interesting. Let's continue to test that. Okay. All right, Mr. Nez, Hendrik Nez, and then Victor Isla Spada, will you please go to the chair? Oh, he does? Son of a gun. Is he the guy who raised his hand and then changed his mind?
No, yeah.
Was he asleep?
No, yeah. He wasn't in the gallery.
He was what?
He was in the gallery.
Oh, whoopsies. Okay, thank you. All right, he does, what's that?
Step over to just for that one.
Okay, sure. So let's go with Bonita Pina Maldonado. So Nez we're trying to find, or is Nez maybe in Phoenix? Oh, I was wondering where Nez is. So is Nez in the courtroom? Go ahead, man. Stand right there for a second. Or should I skip Nez? Okay. Okay, ma'am. What's your full name and your date of birth?
Bonita Pina Maldonado, March 14, 1993.
Okay, thank you. And ma'am, can I have you sign on the pad, please, to acknowledge your paperwork at the end? Okay, thank you. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for a bunch of things. This, I'm going to say first what I found probable cause for, and then I'll tell you what I didn't. Okay. I did find probable cause for unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle. That's class 5 felony. One allegation of endangerment as a class 6 felony. One allegation of disorderly conduct as a class 1 misdemeanor. One allegation of assault as a class 1 misdemeanor. One of disobeying a court order, which is interfering with judicial proceedings. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. And one count of reckless driving, a class 2 misdemeanor. The things I did not find probable cause for were driving on a suspended license, which is a misdemeanor, and the other 6 counts of disorderly conduct. I think they put it in, maybe there were 7 people around they could have listed, but I find that the conduct alleged constituted one instance of disorderly conduct, potentially with multiple victims, but it was one instance. So talk to your lawyer about that. I'm just not setting release conditions for those extra things. All right, I am going to appoint a lawyer for you. I'm giving you 2 court dates. The first one is a status conference in 2 weeks. It is June 12th, Friday, June 12th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing June 16th at 8:30 in the same court. And I'm going to release you on an ankle monitor with alcohol testing and strict orders not to go to the scene of the alleged crimes. No contact with them. Do not respond to contact from any of them. The other guy, Mr. Tafoya, he's on my calendar later. I think we're going to trade you guys out. And he's going to get the order to stay away from you, although he can go to that location because I think he lives there. You don't. So you get the ankle monitor to strictly prove that you are not going there, no contact with him. Don't respond to contact from any of those people. Don't contact them. And I meant to, the police didn't say, do you have any children in common with him?
We don't have children together.
Great. That makes things so much more simple. Okay, much, much simpler. So just stay away, don't respond. He's going to get the same order. You do have to be hooked up to the ankle monitor. They'll explain that to you. You're going to get an envelope. After you get out, call in. They'll set up the alcohol testing. No weapons, obey any orders of protection. Everything's going to be on your paperwork, okay? All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you those copies.
I would like to see if he would be able to stay away from my home as well, since he still comes.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm going to put an ankle monitor on him also. So you both will be ankle tagged about staying away from each other. And yeah, so just
Thank you.
talk to your respective lawyers, move forward with your cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Don't violate release conditions. Thank you. Okay, a second, because I'm going to put that on. Hopefully they won't have them at the EM hookup at the same time. I don't know, maybe warn them. They have a keep away order, right? So you'd think pretrial wouldn't pull them at the same time.
It wasn't a self there.
Okay, well, I hope, do they? I didn't know that. Oh, okay, then it should be fine, okay. Just, okay. All right, then I'm gonna go to, sorry, should I do Avila or did Mr. Nez turn up? No, okay, let's go to Abigail Avila, please, and then Jimmy Cadriel.
Hello.
Hi, can I have your full name and date of birth?
Abigail Villa, 10/11/1995.
Okay, thank you. And can I have you sign on the pad, please, to acknowledge receipt of your paperwork at the end? Okay, thank you. You got arrested on the following things. And I found probable cause for 1 allegation of endangerment, which is a class 6 felony, and then 4 allegations of DUI. They're all class 1 misdemeanors, but the punishment can be different depending on which level you are convicted of, but they always allege all of them. So it starts with while impaired to the slightest degree, then blood alcohol 0.08 or more, then blood alcohol of 0.15 to 0.20, which is called extreme DUI, then what we call super extreme DUI, which is blood alcohol of 0.20 or more. So the punishment goes up depending on what level a person might be convicted of. But they're all class 1 misdemeanors. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You can talk to your lawyer or you can look it up yourself online, like how does the punishment differ depending on what you're convicted of. So I do find probable cause for all of those. They also booked you on a second count of endangerment, but they didn't describe a second victim. There may have been 2 people in the other vehicle, but they didn't say that. So I'm just finding probable cause for one of those right now. The other one's not dismissed. I'm just ignoring it for purposes of release conditions. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You can talk to your lawyer more about how all that works, and you will get a copy of the formal charges from your lawyer at your next court date. So that's going to be in 2 weeks. Status conference Friday, June 12th at 8:30 in the morning. Preliminary hearing June 16th at 8:30 in the same court. All of that is on your paperwork. Now, you do not have much criminal history. So I am going to release you to pretrial services with alcohol testing. And you're not right now accused of hurting anybody. And in my experience, if there were any injuries alleged, they would be saying that. They would be saying, and they didn't. So right now you've had a couple of DV arrests. Maybe it's just 1 from last August, but that's all I see. I don't see prior DUIs. I don't see any of that. I'm very concerned about that blood alcohol level. For most people, they cannot walk or talk at 0.23. Most people can't stand up. And so that strongly suggests an alcohol abuse problem, strongly suggests it.
It was just a night out.
So
Yeah.
don't make any admissions, but I'm just saying everybody, including your lawyer, is going to be interested in seeing whether you can prove you can refrain from drinking while the case is pending. That is viewed downtown as a strong indicator of predictable outcomes, that if a person is able to stop drinking, that tends to indicate they're less dangerous. If they can't, then I don't know. So talk to your lawyer, the county attorney, and your lawyer, and the court is going to be very interested in those results. Don't fail to test. Don't dilute. Everyone holds that against you. So don't drink. We'll test to prove it. You call. You're going to get an envelope after you get out. Call. They'll set up the testing. No contact with the alleged victim or victims. That's whoever was in the other car. Because even if they weren't hurt, they can still claim restitution from you. So no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Everything's on your paperwork. Okay. All right. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy of that. Thank you. All right, Mr. Cadriel, and then Stephen Waldrop. Will you go to the chair? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Jimmy Ray Cadrill, 02/28/95.
Thank you. And are you the 5th?
Yes.
Thank you, because they booked you in as Cadriel V, and I'm like, no, I think that means Cadriel the 5th. So I did it right on the paperwork. All right, so can you sign on the pad, please, just to acknowledge receipt of your paperwork at the end? All right, sir, you're here on a new case. You got arrested for possession of narcotic drugs, a class 4 felony, and possession of a weapon during the commission of a drug crime, which is also called misconduct involving weapons. That's also a class 4 felony. I did find probable cause, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm scheduling 2 court dates for you. It's a status conference, June 12th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing, June 16th at 8:30. All of that is on your paperwork. I'm actually going to release you on your own recognizance because the type of weapon possession you're alleged to have is not the kind that is a strong nexus to the drug possession. Usually, not usually, the law looks for a nexus between the gun possession and the drug possession. Yours is the bare minimum. It doesn't really move the needle dangerousness-wise. You don't have a lot of criminal history. You do have DUI. You got a misdemeanor, that gun charge, and then a couple other misdemeanors. So it's not a ton. And on these facts, I don't believe a mere weapons possession indicates that you're likely to be a danger while you're out of custody. Still ordering you not to possess weapons, though, because also people addicted to illegal drugs are federally prohibited possessors. So no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Don't miss your court dates. Will you do all of that and come to court?
Yes.
All right, then you are released. If you step to your left, they give you that paperwork.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, I got you.
I know, I wish I could, if I could see you, if we were parallel, which would be nice.
That good?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Most courts we are. I just can't see you. You could go like this. You know? Okay. All righty. Mr. Waldrop, Stephen Waldrop. I may try to get used to going like this. After Mr. Waldrop, I need Ty Hickson, please. Hi, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Stephen David Waldrop, September 12th, 1980.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Waldrop, you're here on 2 things. One's a new arrest. One is an arrest on a warrant from an older case. I'm going to start with the new case. From yesterday, you got booked in for criminal trespass in the 1st degree. It's a class 6 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Oh, let me have you sign. Sorry. Are you ready for him to sign, or are you still not? Okay. Yeah, go ahead and sign, please. Yeah, so if they have multiples, you'll want to get everyone open before we have them sign, right? Okay. Sorry, we're just still testing.
Okay.
Okay, you good? All right, thank you. All right, so let's go back to your criminal trespass case. I'm giving, so your court dates are going to be the same. So let me tell you what the older one was. All right, the older case, you've been charged in a criminal complaint with possessing narcotic drugs, a class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. That's from back on December 17th of 2025, and it says the arresting agency was Tempe. So if that doesn't ring a bell, you'll get police reports, you'll get the charges through your lawyer. You're going to end up with the same lawyer for both cases. You have the same court dates for both cases. The first one is Friday, June 12th, which is 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning. That's a status conference in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing, June 16th at 8:30 in the same court. And that address is on your paperwork. Okay. All right, now, you have what I would like to call a ton of criminal history. Some of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, was the same offense date. 2 of them on another offense date, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the same date. I don't know if you tend to go to trial and lose or what, but you end up with multiple convictions on the same date. And then another one, that armed robbery from 2001. Yeah. So it adds up to something like 11 priors, but in terms of occasions,
I've been staying out of trouble.
It's about 4. I'm going to release you to pretrial services. I just wanted you to know, I do know with great precision what your criminal history is.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's what I like to call a lot.
Yes, sir.
But on these facts, the criminal trespass and the drug possession from last December, the court does not just assume you reach a felony threshold at which you'll never get released without a bond again. That's not fair. That's not what Arizona law says.
Thank you.
So nothing in the current cases is moving the needle, particularly about you being dangerous. It might on failure to appear because if the county attorney doesn't want to make you an offer, they have a ton of leverage.
Okay.
But I'm giving you a lawyer in both cases.
Thank you.
Go talk to your lawyer. If you fail to appear, Mr. Waldrop, no one is going to look at your criminal history and your risk assessment score. Right now, it's yellow. It says this guy has a reasonable likelihood of being smart enough to show up for court. But as soon as you FTA, Mr. Waldrop, you know.
Right. It's a done deal.
Yes. So it's much easier to defend a case from out of custody.
It is.
Go to
Much,
court,
much better.
talk to your lawyer.
Thank you.
It sounds like in the criminal trespass case, there may be, you know, who knows if the county attorney will end up feeling like, I don't know, whatever. Talk to your lawyer, okay? The county
It's,
attorney is gonna drive the bus on.
I
on
thought
whether
it was
goes
a civil
forward.
matter. That's why I stood
So-
there and waited for the cops yesterday.
So, right. So talk to, you know, it's up to the county attorney whether it progresses to formal charging. You
Okay.
are formally charged in the drug case, and even people with a ton of priors are getting probation and treatment offers in probation, in drug cases now. It's different than it was like 10 years ago. So
Sure.
it's not impossible that if the other case goes away, you get some kind of probation offer in the drug
Maybe,
case. So
maybe they
talk
can
to your
cut me a
lawyer.
break since they messed up.
But you gotta show up. That's
They
the
brought
thing.
me out here.
Who did?
Maricopa County Sheriff's Department,
Oh,
they, extradited me out here from Oklahoma in November
oh, okay.
for a probation violation.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't on probation.
Oh, Jesus,
They
really?
put me in prison for a year.
Well,
I
talk to your lawyer,
I did
'cause
a
that-
time comp. No, I did a time comp, and
Okay.
then they sent a letter saying, "Oh, we're sorry, we miscalculated your probation by 694 days."
Okay, well,
So I shouldn't even be in Arizona right now.
go to court. Don't skip town. Arizona extradites.
All right.
All right, good luck, sir. Please step
Thank
to your
you.
left. Oh, great. No, you're done. We just need the interpreter guy. That was Mr. Who was that? Islas Para? Yeah, if you come in, sir. And did the interpreter, did they tell you, he wasn't even in the gallery? That's how come we didn't know last time.
Oh, sure, not a problem.
All right, where's Mr. Islas? I was told he was here. Guys,
Señor Islas?
officer? Islas, okay, here he comes, okay, thank you. All right, sir. Oops. Oh, yeah. Okay. If you have any trouble hearing him, go ahead and plug your other ear.
No, ahí la escucho bien.
Okay.
I can hear
Will you
him.
please,
I can hear.
will you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Víctor Alberto Islas Parra, septiembre 10 del 2000.
Victor Alberto Islas Para, September 10th of 2000.
All right, thank you. You are here on two things. One is a warrant from the White Tank Justice Court, where you've been charged with driving on a suspended license. It's a Class 1 misdemeanor, and criminal speeding, a Class 3 misdemeanor. This is a failure to pay warrant. Looks like you have already been convicted in this case. This warrant was issued March 19th of 2026. You're also here on a warrant from the El Centro Justice Court. It is a driving on suspended license warrant. It is a Class 1 misdemeanor. This warrant was issued March 17th, 2026, after you failed to appear in that case in February. Your next court date is going to be slightly different for each case. In the White Tank case, which is the one that is speeding and the suspended license, that court date is June 3rd, which is this Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning. The court address is on your paperwork. In the one that is the pending case for driving on a suspended license, your court date is June 4th, Thursday, June 4th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown El Centro Justice Court. In that case, you, the one for El Centro, you were released on your own recognizance from this courtroom and this jail in January, and you did not go. Now you have to post a bond. It is $250. It is secured. In the White Tank case, you have a $50 bond. That's just non-payment. $50 secured appearance bond. That is $300 total for the two cases. If you bond out, you must comply with your release conditions. You must not miss any court dates. Everything you need to know is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy. Oh, we need you to sign. Sorry, you were here. So that there's a pen there. If you'll please sign on the pad, that acknowledges receipt of your paperwork.
Una pregunta sobre lo de la corte que tengo, la más reciente que tengo, la orden de arresto, eso supuestamente yo mandé una carta, yo acabo de mandar un email para pedir una fecha, una extensión de la fecha esa.
I have a question. The more recent one that I got the warrant, I had sent an email to ask for an extension for that one.
There's no record of that in the court docket. They normally make a record of that when people call in or send a letter or an email. There is no record of that.
Okay. So, ¿cuánto es lo que tengo que pagar de fianza para poder salir? Porque o no hay otra forma que no tenga que pagar dinero para poder salir.
Okay, so how much do I have to pay for a bond to be able to be released, or is there another way that I can be released without paying money because I don't have money?
No, it's $300 total. If you do not bond out, then you will be in custody at least until this coming Thursday. Everything will be on your paperwork. All right, if you go ahead and step to your left, you can give him. Oh, he didn't sign? Okay, can you please sign one more time? It didn't work. Step me slowly. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Like this?
Yeah, 1 second. Give him a thumbs up with me. Okay, thank you.
Okay, gracias.
Okay, thank you so much to the interpreter. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Of course, thank you.
Okay, now, Mr. Hickson, please. And then David Parrish, if you go to the chair. Right here, sir. Hi,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Ty Hickson, 9/11/95.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Hickson, you're here on two things. One is a new case, and one is a warrant from Peoria. In the new case, you got arrested for criminal trespass in the first degree. It's a class 6 felony, also criminal damage, a class 2 misdemeanor. And so there is probable cause for those. Oh, can I have you sign? Are you ready for him? Okay, go ahead. And if you
What is the felony?
It's criminal trespass, but can you sign on the pad so we can capture your signature for the paperwork?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then
I didn't know. Some girl invited me over and she ended up leaving to work.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, we got it. Okay, let me keep going. I'm going to tell you why you're here. I don't want you to be nervous. Right now, I'm planning to release you unless you talk me out of it. So just listen to the important info that I have, okay?
Okay.
So the allegations are criminal trespass in the first degree, class 6 felony, and criminal damage, class 2 misdemeanor. I don't decide whether you did it beyond a reasonable doubt. I just decide whether there's probable cause. And there's probable cause. So I'm giving you a lawyer, and I'm going to give you 2 court dates.
Okay.
They're going to be in 2 weeks. The first one is a status conference 2 weeks from today, which is June 12th at 8:30. Then a preliminary hearing, June 16th at 8:30.
Okay.
All of it is on your paperwork. It's in downtown Phoenix, and the address is on the paperwork.
Okay.
Then in that one, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. That means I want you to call in. After you get out, you're going to get an envelope from the officers. Don't lose the envelope.
Okay.
That's your instruction. When you get out, call in. I also want you to call your case manager when you get out.
Okay.
They could help you keep in touch with the court, keep in touch with pretrial. So anyway, but you're going to get instructions for that.
Okay.
Don't go back to this place, although I did give you a civil standby if you need to collect some belongings. You can bring an officer with you. You have to call Phoenix PD non-emergency and say, I need a civil standby, please.
Okay.
They'll want to see your paperwork to see that I permitted it, so don't lose your paperwork because they'll want to see it. Then they'll send an officer to go with you and keep the peace while you collect belongings, but don't go there on your own.
Okay.
Don't have any contact with any apartment management people. I think it was an apartment, right? Yeah, don't have any contact with the management, etc. Just go through the police.
Okay.
Okay, then you're also here on a warrant from Peoria City Court. It's in a criminal damage case, class 1 misdemeanor. You've already been convicted. This is a failure to pay. So.
I have to pay a bill?
I think you owe them fines or fees or restitution. So I'm going to give you a court date of June 16th, which is also, it's about 2.5 weeks from now, June 16th, 9 in the morning. And that's up in Peoria. That address is on your paperwork. I'm just going to release you on your own recognizance in that case. I don't see that you've missed a court date. You just are behind on a payment plan.
I was in the hospital.
Okay, so
does it say it on there?
No, but if you have any paperwork to show it, take it with you.
Okay.
See if, they'll give you a break. I don't know, but I can't give you a lawyer in the Peoria case because I'm releasing you and you've already been convicted. You
Okay.
just need to go, get sorted out with them, what you owe them, make sure they have a good contact address for you so they don't put out more warrants for you. So you have to go there and deal with them. And again, I'm ordering you call your case manager. Maybe they can help you keep up with your court dates, okay?
Okay.
Everything's going to be on your paperwork. If you step to your left, we'll send it out.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
thank
you. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Parrish? And then did we get Mr. Tafoya Bonilla in here? He was the keep away guy, right here, Mr. Parrish. So he had to keep away from, oh, she's still in here. So no, well, wait. So we had two people. One was,
I'll go get them now.
okay, thanks. Just make sure that they're a co-defendant, co-victim situation. It was Pina Maldonado. We want to make sure she's not in here and then we can bring in Tafoya. Okay, thank you. All right, sir. Did you need me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay. One second, sir. Just another.
No, you're good.
I know people are like, why are they talking in the, nope, nothing to do with me. Okay, can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
David Michael Parrish, 9/27/86.
Okay, thank you. You are here on two cases from Buckeye City Court. One's a new, one's a warrant. Let me talk about the new one, number 11 on the calendar. You got booked in for a new allegation of driving on a suspended license. It's a class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for it. Your arraignment hearing in Buckeye, this is going to be the same for both cases. It is Tuesday, June 16th at 2 in the afternoon. The Buckeye court address is on your paperwork. Now, in the older case, you've got a ticket for criminal speeding, a class 3 misdemeanor, and then the Buckeye court has added a charge of failing to appear in a misdemeanor case, which is itself a class 2 misdemeanor, excuse me. And this warrant went out April 24th of 2026. But looking at the public access documents, it is clearly a failure to appear on a citation, meaning you didn't get a court date from a judge. It's a failure to appear on a citation. So in cases like that, I will give people a do-over because this is how you find out what happens if you blow off a ticket. You get arrested and maybe you pick up a new charge. I hope that you did not enjoy being arrested because it makes the odds of you going to court higher. But if you don't go on the 16th at 2 in the afternoon, 16th, 2 in the afternoon, both cases, I'm releasing you on recognizance. If you don't go,
I'm going.
this is going to happen, and you get the bonus of paying money to get out. So
Right.
for most people, I think most people, this is enough to get them to show up on a speeding ticket.
I was kind of stuck with a family member, so that's
I
why.
understand. But that's why I give people a do-over because these are just misdemeanors. Most people never do another night in jail as long as they come to court. All right. Everything's on your paperwork. Oh, I didn't have you sign, right? I got a sign. Yeah, thank you. It's on.
You good?
Yeah, you're good. So sorry. Thank you. Okay. All right, Mr. Ochoa, Giovanni Ochoa. All right, Mr. Ochoa, can I have?
Giovanni Alexis Cardenas Ochoa, August 20, 1996.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Ochoa, you're here on a new case. You got arrested for shoplifting with 2 or more prior shoplifting convictions. That's a class 4 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court, let me have you sign. Are you ready for him? Okay, will you go ahead and sign on the pad, please? Slowly? Yeah. I mean, just careful, not too fast. I think we should say not too fast, because it doesn't have to be super slow, right? Just not too fast. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay. I am appointing a lawyer for you. And just so you know, for purposes of this hearing only, I didn't find probable cause for the drug paraphernalia because they didn't give enough information just for the felony shoplifting. So I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm giving you 2 court dates. The first one is 2 weeks from today. It's Friday, June 12th at 8:30 in the morning. It's a status conference. Your preliminary hearing will be June 16th at 8:30. And that court address is going to be on your paperwork. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You've been showing up at your probation proceedings. I looked. You have appeared at least twice out of custody on your own. That means a lot to me. Just so you know, there's another. I think
at the 8th.
Yeah, well, that's your probation court date on the 8th. Still have to go. They're not right now putting in a new probation hold on you. I could have told them to, which is why I looked at your probation notes, because by policy, they wouldn't have put a new hold on you for probation, but the court can tell them to. And I do, if it's a serious crime, if it's more repetitive. I thought about it because yours is repetitive. You got another direct complaint coming. Did you know that the county attorney has a charge in the works in a different case, that you were sent a summons? Let me find it. Here we go. You got summoned in a felony shoplifting case. Okay, they've reissued it twice. It's very likely going to turn into a warrant. You need to tell your lawyer about it. Give me a second. Because that one was the 25th. Okay, yeah, that's probably going to turn into a warrant. It hasn't yet, which is weird, and that was 6 weeks ago. Let me, because I'm going to give you a copy of it. I'm trying to think like what I should give you, just so you know what the case number is. So you can tell your PO, you can tell your lawyer and say, the judge told me I have this other case, but the summons, twice we tried to mail it and it came back undelivered. And so let me give you it's a public record. I just want to give him a copy of the direct complaint. Can you, Katrina, can you print it? I can't print from here. It's from, okay, it's the 2025. If you go up, it's 2025-145124. Yeah, will you print just that direct complaint for him? Then I'm going to give you a copy of it. There's no warrant out for you yet, but the summons failed twice. So that means any minute the court is going to issue a warrant for that case. But you could call court administration, the numbers on the paperwork I'm giving you, and say, hey, I just found out you guys have been trying to summons me. Can you give me a court date? I'll come in. So if you call, they will usually give you a court date. I'm just trying to help you not catch a warrant in that case.
All right. Thank you.
Your PO could maybe help you too, but this will at least tell you what you've been charged with and what the case number is. So that's not this case. Do you get it? The complaint I'm giving you is not this case. It's a different one.
Okay.
Okay. This new case is from yesterday. This is yet another case. So you got problems building up. Just keep being good. Keep calling your PO. Keep showing up for court, because this is, what they accuse you of is repetitive beer theft, which also reads like severe alcoholism.
I'm sorry for
And so what I'm saying is, but Joe, you could go to prison for this. No kidding. The county attorney may want to do that or whatever. The best and only smart thing to do is everything the court tells you. Show up for your hearings, meet with your lawyer, report to your PO, keep being good. That's when I decided to go ahead and release you.
All right,
because you have been showing up. We not only released you, you've been showing up. So good enough for this type of crime, okay? I'm just trying to give you a clue. The whole reason you're going is because you've been good. Keep being good, okay?
All
right. We're going to get that on your paperwork. Can you step out?
Have a good morning.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Thank you.
All right, then let me have, I'll just do you guys together, Mr. Penson Rivers and Mr. Brown. You can go ahead and come in because it's the same, your faces are basically the same. Oh, did we get Nez? Okay, thank you. All right, let's go one at a time. I'm going to ask let's do Mr. Penson Rivers. Will you sign slowly? Well, a little bit slow. And then I'll have you
Right.
sign after, Mr. Brown. Wait for her to tell you to sign them, Mr. Brown, because no, you can sign right there. But I'm saying, don't start signing till she gives you the thumbs up. Okay. It just saves time. Okay, starting with Mr. Penson Rivers. Can I have your full name and your date of birth? It's okay.
My name-
Here, Mr. Brown, yeah, it's fine.
Joe Preston Pension Rivers, the 4th,
What's your date of birth, sir?
December 28, 2005.
And you said you're the 4th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. And then, Mr. Brown, what's your full name and date of birth?
Andre Vashon Brown, 9/26/95.
Okay, thank you. All right, gentlemen, you both got booked in for burglary in the 3rd degree alleged as conspiracy, class 5 felony. I did not find probable cause for these, and I'll tell you, it's a little bit on the bubble. Obviously, the police, they give a very short booking statement sometimes. I think they've obviously been doing more work in their case. They didn't share it with me. So what they shared with me doesn't make probable cause on that. Does not mean that the charge is dismissed. Doesn't mean they can't charge you with this or other things. It just means you're entitled to be released. So I'm going to give each of you a lawyer. I'm going to give each of you a court date, and that's it. So go to court June 12th at 8:30 in the morning. That's a status conference. Preliminary hearing June 16th at 8:30 in the same court. And so we order you not to leave the state and to show up at court hearings. That's it. You don't get any other orders. You don't have to post a bond. Your compatriot got a bond because there was good probable cause for him on another so-called jugging burglary about a month ago. But as far as there being investigations going in your case, so don't get excited. I just didn't find probable cause for you guys. And I'll tell you what I tell him is Arizona extradites. So does Texas. Some states are like, no, we don't put money into that. Arizona does. So does Texas. Getting extradited from another state is no fun, and it can take 6 weeks, 8 weeks. So stick around, go to court, meet with your lawyer. I gave you a lawyer. As long as you show up, they're not going to suddenly roll you up into custody if you're showing up for court. If you don't show up for court, there's going to be a warrant issued for your arrest. Everything's going to be on your paperwork. We'll print that up for you. But you are both released because I didn't find probable cause. The police did not meet the legal standard. I'm not naive, but the police didn't meet the legal standard. So you are entitled to be released, okay?
Yes.
You'll step to your left. Oh, and I'll just note for anybody listening to this recording, the county attorney had an opportunity to supplement PC. They're allowed to, but they said they could not reach the police agency. They did try. Go ahead.
So with us being released, that means we leaving today?
Correct. You're leaving the jail. You can't leave the state. You have to come to your court hearings. I did put a phone number on your paperwork. If you want to call a few days ahead of time, once you're out of custody, the county attorney has longer to charge your case. When you're in jail, they have to charge your case within a much shorter window, or the court dates are going to go away. There's still a 7-year statute of limitations. It just means your court dates go away. For you guys, you're out of custody. They get a much longer window. So I would say you could start calling around Monday the 8th and say, do I still have a court date on the 12th? They may not know yet, like if the county attorney's deadline hasn't passed. I'm not 100% sure when it is. I know the in-custody stuff by heart, but at least you can save, you won't waste a trip downtown. And then that way, if they say, nope, your case scratched, which means your court dates went away, then my orders go away. You're free to leave the state, and like I said, they could still charge you later, but these orders would go away. What's your question?
Okay, so Tuesday, I had a court date for misdemeanor in Houston. So I just got to do like a Zoom call.
Power of the telephone. Call them ASAP and say, I have to stay in Texas. Can I Zoom? Can I get a new court date? Okay. A lot of the lower courts in our state, they'll move a court date based on a phone call, or they might want you to send an email or something, and that they'll move it. The lower courts will, the misdemeanor courts. Or they may have remote, which a lot of them do. Which
like Zoom?
Indeed. So just call them. You may have to Google that court. You can get them on the phone. Try to get out in front of that so you don't pick up a warrant. They're not going to extradite you on a misdemeanor because they can't. But so I mean, Texas likes to extradite, but you can't extradite somebody in a misdemeanor. But still, you don't want to catch a warrant. So get out in front of that.
Working across teams is tough,
right.
but Asana helps you handle it.
All right, thank you.
That's because
All right,
Asana
and
is where
Mr.,
humans and AI
The
coordinate
co-defendant
work
is in order. No,
together.
don't go sit back by him.
AI
Don't
can
go sit
spot
by him because
roadblocks
he
and
can't have
assign
contact
work
with
in
you
a
guys.
snap.
You're not
So
under that
everything
order
and
because
everyone
there's
stays
no
on
probable
track.
cause. There's
That's
PC for
how
him.
work
He's
gets
under
handled.
orders not to contact.
That's Asana.
Okay.
Visit us at asana.com.
Alrighty.
That's
Now let's see. Mr. Ned.
asana.com.
That's the way here now.
Oh, great. Okay. That makes it easier. Yeah, then after Mr. Nez, we will do Mr. Tafoya Bonilla. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Henry Nez.
What's your date of birth, sir? Okay, thank you. And can you please sign on the pad, sign your name, not too fast on the pad. There's a pen there on a thingy. Yeah, there you go. And my clerk is going to just get your signature to acknowledge receipt of paperwork. Okay, we got it. Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Nez, you're here on two things. They are probation violation warrants. You're on probation in two different cases. There were petitions to revoke your probation filed back on April 14th. They allege that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5. You'll get a copy of those from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is going to be this coming Thursday, June 4th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown probation court. That is for both cases. It's a revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing. You have a $500 secured appearance bond in each case and written conditions. If you do bond out, be sure to comply with those. Call your PO within 72 hours. If you step to your left, we're going to send out your paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Nez, you can go and step to your left. We're going to send out your paperwork.
I'm on, is there a way I can get a hold of behavioral health, like my behavioral health class?
I'm sorry, I don't. Hopefully you can do that from jail. If you can't, you'll be back in court on Thursday. Maybe your lawyer can help you with that. Thank you. Or Mr. Tafoya Bonilla? He did already, yeah. Okay, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Salvador Bonilla Tafoya, April 6, 1996.
Okay, thank you. And then, Mr. Tafoya, can I please have you sign on the pad, not too fast, to acknowledge receipt of your paperwork at the end? And just out of curiosity, if I ask them to do that and you're not ready, there's no proof, right? You have to be ready. So we'll have to have you guys to wait. You go, hold on, Commissioner. Okay, sorry, this is the third day, the third calendar we've tried that pad on, so we're still figuring out how to do it. Okay, Mr. Tafoya, you weren't in court when the main recording played, so I just want to advise you of two important rights that you have. One is the right to remain silent about what you've been accused of, and the other is the right to the assistance of a lawyer, and I am about to appoint a lawyer for you. You have been accused of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a Class 3 felony, discharging a firearm in the city limits, it's a Class 6 felony, disorderly conduct by fighting, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor, and misdemeanor assault, that's a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for those things, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. I'm scheduling 2 court dates for you. The first one is a status conference, June 12th, which is 2 weeks from today, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be June 16th at 8:30 in the same court. I'm going to release you to pretrial services on an ankle monitor. That's to keep you away from the alleged victim in your case. She was in my courtroom earlier. She also got an ankle monitor to keep her away from you. And so you're going to have to be hooked up to that before you get out. And the pretrial is going to figure out, they'll figure out where she lives. They're going to basically, put a geofence around it so that if you go in there, your ankle monitor will beep. That's how the keep away works. She'll have one. If she goes anywhere near your house, her ankle monitor will beep. It's to keep you guys away. You don't really have any prior criminal history. And it looks like, at the time this occurred, you were a legal possessor of firearms. So I'm going to release you. I'm going to release you, but no weapons while the case is pending. Weapons and domestic violence are a bad, bad mix. So is alcohol. No weapons, no alcohol, no illegal drugs. Obey any order of protection that might get served on you. She got ordered to obey the one that's been served on her. So basically, these are just keep away orders. go to your next court hearing. I did give you a lawyer, but you don't have to post a bond, okay?
Okay.
All right, everything's gonna be on your paperwork. If you step to left, I'll give you a copy.
How is the ankle monitor? Can I go to work or I have to stay home?
Yes, you can go to work, you can go to school, you can do all kinds of things. Pretrial is gonna basically interview you about your schedule, where you go, where you work, what you need to do, and then they're gonna set some parameters. The big one in cases like this is to keep you away from each other. So you can't go to her work or that. She can't go. They're going to try to figure out, like, where do you work? So they keep her away from there. We've just got a hard keep away between you guys, okay?
Okay.
All right. If you step to your left, you get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. And then do I just have my house call, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is going to be Adrian Andrade Cruz. Officer, has he been isolated as a potential danger to others because he is currently accused of assaulting a detention officer in this jail?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So then for everyone's safety, including Mr. Andrade Cruz's, I'm going to go conduct Mr. Andrade Cruz's initial appearance in person in the cell block immediately after this recording. And looks like he was born, it's Adrian Lugardo Andrade Cruz, born 7/13/05. I will advise him that he's here on a new case. He got arrested, presumably in custody, for aggravated assault on a detention officer, which is a Class 5 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer for him. His status conference will be June 12th at 8:30 in the Downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing June 16th at 8:30 in the same court. Now, it is my hope that Mr. Andrade Cruz has sobered up, because there is definitely probable cause to believe he was under the influence of alcohol. And he has no other let's see, let me look. That's not true. Oh, he's got a failure to appear on a civil traffic offense, a red light offense, an insurance ticket. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing any other criminal history for him. And so this does appear to likely be alcohol related. So I'm going to go talk to him and try to assess, because his risk assessment score comes up OR. But what I'm contemplating is a release to pretrial services, because I also want him to alcohol test. It sounds like he may have been very, very drunk, and that's what led him to be arrested in the first place, and then to the eventual accusation of assaulting a correctional officer. So I'll order no weapons, no drugs not on prescription, no alcohol, no victim contact. If anything changes when I see Mr. Andrade, if I do decide to put a bond on him, that's going to move his court dates up to June 4th at 8:30 for the status conference, June 8th at 8:30 for the preliminary hearing. I will not be updating the recording in his case. My final order will reflect the court's ultimate decision in his case. And with that, we are going to stand in recess until 2 p.m. this afternoon.